I joined Teach for America in 2014. I just fell in love. I fell in love with teaching reading, seeing the spark go off as kids, learning the sounds and then putting those sounds together to create a word. Coming to Jacksonville was definitely a point to find a better quality of life. During that first year while I was here, I met someone and we embarked on a relationship. And very quickly I found out that I was expecting a child. I went to create an appointment for abortion about 4 times because I just couldn't identify whether or not he wanted a family or if I was ready to have one. When I walked into the center, I would definitely say that I was at a 60-40 split. 60 being, oh yeah, after this conversation, I'm just gonna end up still going through with it. So when I first met LaRonda, her presence when I walked into the room, she was just so calming. She was just so welcoming. She had this air about her that just made me feel like everything was okay.
I remember when you first came in, and I had just started here maybe a couple of months prior, and I just remember you just being very solemn and not having much of a expression on your face. You could just tell that you were going through a lot.
I think you sharing your story, LaRonda,
Right.
really put me in a place of ease. Because again, not knowing anyone and just feeling like I needed someone to listen and hear me without any judgment.
Right.
And you and Cindy both did that. And so that first time coming, I really felt like the Lord had led me here.
I remember the moment I sat down and I looked in your face, I saw myself. I saw fear. I saw all your pain, and I literally felt so much empathy for where you were. And I think for me, the number one thing is I knew that if you went that route, it would just triple the pain that you were feeling. I wanted you to know that it stays with you, that the world has it wrong. There is no one and done. There is no you're not going to be a mother. You're still a mother. It just changes the location of your child.
God just had his hand on you. He loved you so much that he just orchestrated this entire story. And he didn't want it to end like it ended for us. He wanted you to see through us what you couldn't see at the moment until you see that baby.
Oh my gosh.
Now you look at Johan. Can you imagine, like, and I
Oh
mentioned
my
that.
gosh.
Can you imagine your life without Johan?
No, I cannot.
You know that love that you have for your son that you would have missed out on in some way.
Having LaRonda there to help counsel me through that really made a difference in my choice, and I decided to keep him, and he's been the best thing ever. LaRonda invited me to church, the church that she attends, and her small group. They threw a baby shower for me. I created a church family, a church village, and not long after that, I ended up joining the church, where my son was christened. So it was literally like a full circle moment, being able to look back a year later and celebrate the gift that God had given me. Making the decision to keep my son was something that I was grateful for, but things didn't get easier. Things actually became harder, but that doesn't make it any less worth it. My son is the light of my life. And I notice when he walks into a room, other people get excited. So I'm glad that not only do I get to experience that excitement and that love, but I get to share it with other people too.